Today for math, you're going to need two papers. You need the paper that looks like this, and then you'll also need the paper that looks like this. So first, on here, they want you to draw. Now you only have to do one side. If you want to do both sides, you can, but they want you to draw partners of 10 with moons and stars. So with your moons, you can just try to do some moons like this. And if you are not very good at making stars, then I would do lots of moons and just a few stars. So a couple of ways you can do stars. You can just simply do an X, straight line down, straight line across. I'll know you mean that as a star. You can try to do the star where you go up, down, across, over, and connect it back down. Or you can do, when I was little, there was a toothpaste commercial, and this character that was a tooth was there. So I always think of this guy. He had, his eyes and his mouth, and he talked with us there. The last thing you can do is two triangles. So you can do a triangle and then an upside down triangle, and it makes a star as well. So you can do stars in any of those ways. But then down here, you need to write how many moons you did plus how many stars you did. So I know I did the top row, which is 5. So I did 5, 6 moons. And then I did 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. And I know that 10 equals 6 plus 4, that those are partners. I did one other example, except for I didn't write in yet our partners. So this one, I have a lot more stars, which is fine. But remember, we do the moons first, how many there are, and then we do the stars. So we are going to do the 3 moons plus, and I know that 3 and 7 are partners of 10. But I could also count. I know this is 5, 6, 7. So then we have 3, 10 equals 3 plus 7. Then you're going to pull out this sheet, and I would turn it on its side like this. They've given you all the plus signs. You just have to go in and write the number. So notice, remember our patterns from 5 and 6? You can probably already fill this out just by knowing the patterns. But I can see 1 hexagon is green, 9 are white. Oh, look up here. 1 plus 9, 1 plus 9. I see 2 and then 8. And I'm already noticing you want to not write too big because that 9 and 2 are so close together. And again, look at the pattern. I see 3. And if you need to count them, you could do little lines on those hexagons. You'd have to be careful that they're little though, because if you make it too big, you might miss that you forgot one. Then we have 4 plus 6, 5 plus 5, and notice the patterns. 6 plus 4, 7 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 9 plus 1. Go ahead and fill in the next 2 rows and notice the pattern as you go. See if that can help you without having to count. And then you're going to flip the paper over. Now you have, this is subtracting within 5. So the biggest number you'll see is 5. And then this is subtracting within 10. So here, if you want to draw your circles, you could. And then, so 2 circles here. Now I don't add more circles because we're minusing. So this tells me to cross off 2 of them. And once I've crossed off 2 of them, I'm left with 0. Now on this next one, you could put up your 3 fingers, and then it tells me to put down how many fingers? 1. And that leaves me with 2. Now, this next one, if you want to grab objects, so like I have right here, I have some of our red dots. So I could grab 4 of them. And then the problem tells me how many to put back. It tells me to put 1 back. So then I'm left with 3. So you could do that. Um, Now, I do want you to finish this whole page, but let's go over um, the bottom part. On the bottom part, I wouldn't draw circles. That's probably too many circles to try to keep track of. So I would recommend do your 10 fingers, and then it tells me to put down 4. So I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. How many does that leave me with? I know this is 5, and 1 more makes 6. So I'm going to write a 6 right there. Now your other option is I have a bunch of sticks here. So I could grab 10 sticks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then it tells me to put how many back. It tells me to put 3 back. So I'm going to put the 3 back, and it leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to write 7 in there. So use your fingers or objects to help you down here, and you do not need to do this part down here at the bottom today. Thanks.